With small intestine, so you have your villi. You will have microvilli on top of villi. Microvilli are just extensions of plasma membrane. They don't have anything in them. They're just like little pinches of plasma membrane. You have the intestinal crypts, and that's where your intestinal glands will be here. These are the gastric pits with gastric glands right over here. And we'll learn a little more about the cells when the digestive system. But those are your chief cells and your parietal cells and enteroendocrine cells. So if you started on the digestive system in your class yet, you probably heard about those. But if you haven't, we'll talk about it next week. But this right here, these blue guys right here, the baby blue ones, they're called goblet cells. And goblet cells, I always think goblin. I don't know why I associate. And goblins are kind of mucusy, right? Some kind of slippery. So goblet cells produce mucus. That's what they do. So gastric pit, or not gastric, intestinal crypt with intestinal gland right here. And then we'll have, again, a variety of cells, which we'll talk about next time. But just remember that these are all right, I'll just tell you. So you have your absorptive cells, which is just your simple columnar epithelium. Then you have your goblet cells right over there. And then these are your enteroendocrine cells. So these are the cells that will secrete things like CCK, secreting your hormones, your digestive system hormones or intestinal hormones. And then the brush border enzymes will be, this is called the brush border. The brush border is made by the microvilli. All right, what else here? Fat is absorbed into, it's not absorbed into the blood. Fat is absorbed into the lymph. So you have a special vessel right here called the lacteal. So that's where the fat will go. And then we talked about the different layers.
You said the nerves were the same color as the lymph on this?
Yeah, see the lymph, the lacteal is yellow and the nerves are yellow as well.
I know this is going to sound weird, but is that kind of where lactic acid is? Like
The what?
the lactic acid,
Lactic
maybe I'm not
acid.
saying it right.
Lactic acid is anytime you have metabolism and you don't have any oxygen, you go through the fermentation cycle.
Okay.
And the byproduct of it is lactic acid.
Okay.
So it's usually you get lactic acid in your muscles, and that's what causes it to hurt the next day. Like if you exercise a lot and you are wake up and you're really really sore, is the buildup of the lactic acid that is causing you to hurt, and that's why they're telling you have to move around, and then it goes away because you kind of push that lactic acid away and get rid of it eventually.